Hey everybody, welcome back to USUSA Game Design Club Let's Plays. I'm Theoden,
I'm Jake.
and we're now loading.
Yay!
Yeah, okay. Oh, spoilers, dang it. So we are playing Ehrgeiz, God Bless the Ring. This is, the little game we were hinting at in the Bushido Blade episode, in case you care.
Yeah, we gotta do a fighting game, which I'm never really good at. So
That's
we'll
okay.
see how this goes.
But this game's special because it has Cloud Strike. But forget Cloud, because you could also be Yuffie. And I'm gonna be Yuffie now.
I'm gonna try this first.
Yeah, go. So, for those who don't know, this is one of Square Enix's fighting games. I believe it was made after Bushido Blade and Bushido Blade 2. It's a lot better than those games. And it was originally in arcades in Japan. But when they ported it over to the PlayStation, they decided, you know what? Let's make everyone want this, so they just put a ton of Final Fantasy VII characters in it and just put Cloud in all of the advertising. Because that was back when they put Cloud in everything and had him advertise everything, more so than they have him do today. So,
I love that.
yeah. But, yeah, I've had this game for a bit. I'm not very good at it. We're playing a PS1 game on the PlayStation 3, so a lot of the save stuff we have is gone. I actually went through and unlocked most of the playable characters. We don't have the Ultimate boss as a playable character, but I sincerely doubt anyone's going to care too much. And if you do care, please leave a comment below telling me how to play this game. And you just killed yourself.
Dang it.
But,
And just in case anyone is curious, we have practiced a little bit, so that's why we know the controls a bit better than I would have been doing at the beginning of this.
I still know how to play this game, so. But I'm playing as Yuffie Kizuragi, who's one of the unlockable characters from Final Fantasy VII. But I'm going to kind of give a brief description of some of these other characters. So Yoko there, she's a cop, but she's also a high school student. And instead of using a gun, she fights with a yo-yo. Oh, show them the super spinny thing. Yeah, see? Yo-yos. That's totally, allowed equipment for the cops.
If you could do that kind of stuff to maybe.
Well, no, I'm saying that's probably way too violent.
Oh, probably.
But yeah, Yoko isn't the main character, even though it really feels like she should be. And she's a cop. And that's all the information I have on her. I really wish they'll use her in something else at some point. It's gonna be Joe.
Joe!
And,
I don't remember if this is the guy I'm thinking of or not.
You just chose Lee. He's the old karate master with the spear.
Damn, wrong person. Oh,
So, Lee's deal is, and this is probably going to be a one-off, maybe a two-off, but Lee's deal is that he's a karate master and he's really old, so he's kind of like however you pronounce the name from Tekken, in that he wants to be immortal, so he made a potion to make himself younger, but now he's going back in time too quickly, so he's freaking out there. And he's still afraid he's going to die, except, in reverse. Then I think Joe's a criminal or some sort of experiment, but she could do this.
Which I don't understand too much, though it would be kind of cool to transform into an animal. I don't see how this helps.
She's a fire dog.
Is she on fire? It just looked like she turned golden.
Remember, this is a PS1 game.
I guess that's
You have to use your imagination.
imagination.
So, yeah, in the opening credits, she's running away from some sort of guards on a train, and I don't know if it's because she's a criminal. She has handcuffs there, so...
Well, she was on a farm, too, which would make...
Maybe she lives on the farm? She wears overalls or an alternate costume. But, yeah, I don't know if she's an experiment or what. That's one of those things that leaves a lot to be desired in this game. If you beat the game, you get a short little video explaining what their deal is. And Lee's deal is that he, pushed his hand forward and made a bunch of candles go out. So that's all I know about him.
Ooh, that was an impressive spear.
Yeah, don't know what the deal with the spear is.
Which I think he just materialized it. There's nowhere really to put it. Maybe in his sleeve?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
You really like the Nova. Okay. So...
Is it a MOBA that I was thinking about?
Yeah, you just chose Sasuke.
Yeah, I like this person too. It's a lot of fun.
So Sasuke's backstory is he's a ninja.
Ninja!
And for all you Naruto fans, this was before Naruto came out. This is not a reference to Naruto. In fact, Naruto ruined this, but Sasuke used to be just your generic ninja name if you couldn't think of anything good to name your ninja. Kind of like Jeeves for a butler. Then Han here, he's an actor, and his story is that he lost his legs magically one day, but he doesn't feel like he's lost his leg, and like, you could get the leg back. That's the good ending. But he has a new rocket leg that shoots missiles, because, you know, that's what every actor needs.
Whoa, it's stuck in me.
Yes, it is.
But isn't this just a fun fight? As a kid, you kind of just wanted to be a ninja or a cyborg, so this kind of represents both.
Yeah, like, my only thing is, you know, this was made back in the 90s. You know how many generic ninja characters were in all of these fighting games? And they were all named Sasuke?
Sasuke!
So, yeah.
Find the right one.
You want to know, but
There it is.
yeah. So,
It's just a lot of fun because I like running around and whacking him in the head.
yeah, Noba, yeah, you'll see in a second, he's a grappler type character. And as far as I can tell, he's kind of the main villain of this game, at least in Yoko's ending.
Was he the one that was eating the ramen?
Yes, and Noba's ending is that he just eats ramen forever. You have to reset the game to get him to stop. Then God Hand here, as far as I can tell, he's a criminal. That being said, someone at Square Enix must love the guy, because in Final Fantasy, there's a weapon called God Hand. And all the other, like, legendary weapons are named after, you know, some sort of real-world legendary weapon. You know, Excalibur, Masamune, whatever. And then there's God Hand, which, as far as I know, is referring to this guy. And, see, he could pull his hand off and shoot a gun, which I guess is the God Hand. So, and that's all I know about him.
Alrighty then.
I'm pretty sure his ending, it's been a while, but, like, remember the opening where he, like, blows up a car?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure his ending is just that, except it says God Hand in the background.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Darn gun. I
Okay.
was doing so much better with it there.
Yeah, and then we haven't used Doza yet. I'm gonna be some of the unlocked people. So we'll see them in a second. But the character I just chose, Masuda, he's one of the two playable characters in the story mode, quote unquote, of this game. The RPG mode that they added for the PS1 version.
Apparently the final boss in the story is a giant dog.
Oh, that was the arcade mode. I haven't beaten the adventure mode.
Just a bigger.
Yeah, that was the arcade mode. You saw it, the skeleton dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. But yeah, Masuda, he's an archaeology professor. And apparently he's Yoko's dad.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. Then Doza's a prince who likes fighting. So he entered this fighting tournament where weapons are allowed.
Why do I have a weapon?
Because he's a tough guy. He spits fires out of his hands. Like, what more do you want from him?
A weapon.
Oh, and I think I might have mentioned this. So the Final Fantasy characters, most of them play really similarly to other characters in this. So Tifa plays almost exactly like Doza, and Yuffie plays almost exactly like Sasuke. So those are things that happen.
What seems to happen in a lot of fighting games, they use the same kind of techniques for different characters, even if they don't really work all that well.
Yeah, like, it's a common thing, and like here was to save time. I mean, that being said, all the characters do have like their own unique animations and like references. You don't get to see the victory animations of this, which is a shame, but like all the Final Fantasy guys do their victory animations, which is really neat. So we'll have to like start dipping into those now. Oh, save file for last. Didn't want to do that. We're going to do a special fight last, so don't do Cloud or Sephiroth. We haven't done Tifa, Vincent, or Claire. Actually, okay.
I'm really bad with names, so
I was gonna, for Tifa, I was gonna show the alternate costume, so we might show that too. Cloud and Tifa, well, some of these other people get alternate costumes too, but Cloud and Tifa actually get alternate costumes based off things they wear in Final Fantasy VII. So Cloud could wear his the Shinra infantry uniform, and Tifa could wear her tour guide uniform from the Nibelheim flashbacks. So I was going to show that off. And then Claire here is, what's his name, Masuda? The professor. She's one of his students, and she's the other playable character in the dungeon mode. And, oh, dang it. And look, she knows the bear claw technique from Kanika Man. Whee! And then who's ever editing this, probably me, please put a picture of Warsman doing the bear's claw technique, because no one knows what that is. And then also put Kagura from Gintama doing it too. Okay, that's probably good. We can take it down now.
Die!
What?
Well,
no
I
one...
guess we're not killing each other, but still.
Yeah, this isn't Bushido Blade. You missed out on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to do some other things. Yeah.
So, when I do cool dodge things, it's all on accident. This is one of those fighting games where I'm more mashing buttons than anything else.
Yeah, it seems like that kind of game.
So, for this next one, okay, this will probably just be a bit longer. Let's both be Vincent. I'll be alternate costume Vincent. You can be regular Vincent.
Okay.
Okay, where is it? Okay.
But this is a really fun game, and if any of you guys haven't tried it, it's worth a play if you can find it anywhere.
Unless you got it for the price I got it for. I don't think they have it on the PlayStation Network, and there's no like Square Enix like collection of their non-Final Fantasy things. But Vincent, his alternate costume is the suit he wore when he was a Turk. So that's what I'm wearing. Oh, also, so I'm gonna charge the bullets. Because if you charge the bullets, Vincent doesn't do his limit breaks.
Oh, what in the world?
Yeah, so Vincent's limit breaks were him transforming into different monsters, but that would be too much for this game, so basically they just have him shoot 3 times and it shows one of them.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah. So, I wanted to go into like all the Final Fantasy VII details, but those are all spoilers. So I kind of don't want to. Unless we like played Final Fantasy VII, which we probably won't on... Like, everyone's played Final Fantasy VII, right? Or at least familiar with it?
Well, I haven't played it. So.
Oh, that's your fault. They're doing the remake in the near future. Hopefully they won't screw it up.
Hopefully.
I don't trust them. Like, it's kind of weird, like, it makes sense because, you know, once again, they, like, reuse assets from the other characters for these guys.
Right.
But it's kind of weird that Vincent and Yuffie were the 2 chosen characters because they're both secret characters that you could do the whole game of Final Fantasy VII and not find.
Right. And
yet they're the ones who show up the most in like all the other things. Because Yuffie shows up in Kingdom Hearts, Vincent has his own spin-off. Cloud's outfit in Kingdom Hearts is based off Vincent's outfit.
Right.
So you know what, we still need to show off Zack. So you can be Zack and I'll show off Tifa's other costume. How's that? Then we could end it how it should end. Zack is after all the Final Fantasy guys. Zack is the last Final Fantasy guy you unlock, actually.
Let's see.
Yeah, keep going, keep going.
Oh, I'm blind.
Is he not here? Hold on. I'm just... Weird, he should be here.
I don't see him.
I have him. Okay, just choose someone.
Alright, let's do this one.
Okay, we'll exit out and pick him, because I guess you can't pick him from there. That's weird. So, you get to see the screen again.
Yay.
I actually kind of like this because this way we could show off their pictures real quick. Yeah, see, he's right here.
Yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't.
But see, that's it. Yeah, probably a glitch. But I'm gonna go with the original play because I did want to show off Tifa's alternate costume. And I don't really want to talk about Zack because that's heavy spoilers for Final Fantasy VII. So if you don't know who Zack is, well, play Final Fantasy VII. Or Crisis Core.
Maybe I will.
Apparently they're gonna go into more of... I hear they might have DLC for Final Fantasy, the new remake of Final Fantasy VII. And like one of the DLCs is like going into Zack's backstory. And it's like, isn't that just Crisis Core? Because I'm pretty sure that's just Crisis Core. See, it's kind of tough. Even though we're the Game Design Club, I'm the only one who's actually played any Final Fantasy. So I'm all alone.
I played some, but you don't like them.
I'm fine with 10, and not, well, the 9's the best one. It's just weird because 7 is such a, like, cultural milestone, and it feels like not that many people around here have played it.
True.
Granted, a lot of quote-unquote Final Fantasy fans don't seem to have played it either. But speaking of Final Fantasy fans, it's the final battle. We are on the last 2 characters.
Which one do you want to be?
I call Seth. I call Sephiroth.
Okay. So this will probably be our last match for
This is the last match of this episode. And you know what? I'm going to try to make this as close to the final battle of Final Fantasy VII as possible. And editor, this is the time where you start playing One Winged Angel. So, starting now. Well, when the fight starts, so now-ish. Like have it do. Yeah. So there's something I want to say here. Note that we're not using our swords, like that's our special.
Yeah.
So Cloud especially has like a bunch of punches and kicks, and he has like this little sliding attack rather. And I swear that's the same sliding attack he uses in Smash Brothers. Try to do it if you can. Like I just ran and pressed X. So try. Yeah. That looks like the exact same one he uses in Smash Brothers, so something tells me somebody at Nintendo really liked this game, and I don't know why. And yet they didn't give Cloud the Meteor Slash. No. Ha!
Dang it, you got me.
There we go. Also, Sephiroth's sword, which is called the Masamune, for anyone who cares, is way shorter in this game than it is in any other game. Probably for the sake of fairness. Take it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could catch my sword too.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to get the timing right.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure it out, but...
Yeah, this game, instead of blocking, like, the big thing seems to be... Shoot. I was trying to do that too, but Sephiroth's is timed differently.
Yes!
Dang it.
I win!
Oh man, I'm sad, but I guess this makes it as accurate as possible. But instead of like just blocking or dodging, which you can do, it's just a bit more difficult, they have an interrupt system where you basically grab the opponent and toss them on the ground.
Yeah.
So it's funny with Cloud, because like Cloud just swings the Buster Sword, they just grab, it's like, nope, just toss him on the floor. But yeah, this was Ehrgeiz. Bit longer episode, but that's really all there is left to see. Well, and Django, but I don't have him, and we're not going to get him, so.
Well, hopefully you guys enjoy it, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, if you really like this, maybe we'll show you the arcade mode, or the dungeon mode, or whatever sometime. Yeah, but yeah, thank you very much for watching.
See you guys.
Later.